Hey, Mosadie here with a tutorial on how to get started with SlipStreamer.bot, a plugin I made for Slipstream Rogue Space that allows in-game events to trigger Streamer.bot actions. For reference, in case you're unaware, Slipstream Rogue Space is a recently released game that's streamer-led with your streamer being the captain of a ship while the crew is made up of your chat. It's very fun and just so cool. And Streamer.bot is a stream automation tool that does a lot of fun little things like post messages in chat, update OBS overlays, all that sort of fun stuff. The if this then that style of programming things basically. But now we're in a period of getting stable. I'd like to share how to actually get it all set up and working. So let me walk you through it. First things first. If you haven't already, this is for the PC version of the game. I've only tested it on Windows. I'm unsure if it will work on Mac or Linux, but you need to be on a computer. This will not work on mobile for hopefully what will become obvious reasons. Uh, in addition, I'd recommend doing this all on one PC. I know some people have two PC setups, but that's complicated. All right. Anyway, if you've got Slipstream Workspace installed, make sure you launch it at least once. Get signed in, make sure the game works. Then you'll want to head over to Thunderstore. Thunderstore is a platform for distributing plugins and mods and stuff. In there, under the Communities tab, you'll find Slipstream Rogue Space, and you'll see a couple options. The first one you'll want is R2 Modman. This is a mod manager, which means you do not have to do any weird moving files around to actually get mods working. What you're going to want to do is click on it, then click Manual Download. You'll get a zip file. It'll have this in it, a bunch of stuff. All you'll want to do is take this setup.exe file and just drag it out to its own file. Then go ahead and run it. You see this pop up. Go ahead and hit run anyway. And there you see. Next and install and all that sort of fun stuff. There was no time lapse. It was literally that quick. Alright, now that it's launched, you'll see this menu. Go ahead and search for Slipstream. And if you want, you can click the little star to mark it as a favorite, and it'll appear at the top of the list when you open the app. Or you can set it as default if this is the only game. You can click Select Game. R2 Modman allows for various profiles. For now, you can just select the word default and click Select Profile. And it should say, you have no mods. Well, there's an easy fix to that. If you click on the Online tab, you'll see a list of everything available. If you click SlipStreamer.bot and then Download, it'll list the version you're downloading and hit Download with dependencies. It'll download everything for you. In terms of getting everything downloaded, that's pretty much it for the Slipstream modding side. You can go ahead and hit Start Modded. It'll go to Steam, launch the game. You'll see a little console window pop up as well as the game. That's normal. And then you wait. And there's the game. An easy way to check is if this window pops up, the game is modded, which is perfect. So for now, we're going to close out of that for a second. I'm going to show you the other important feature of R2 Modman. We got a configuration editor. If you click on Config Editor, then click on SlipStreamer.config and hit Edit Config, you'll see just so many options. Most of these you won't need to touch. Stuff like IP, port, action ID. If you're following this tutorial, you won't need to touch any of them, but they're good to know about. For example, there's ones for having an event cooldown so it doesn't spam anything. That's useful for some situations. And there's also this one at the top that is captain required. This allows you to filter so you have to be the captain of the ship in order for events to fire. That's like, for example, if you're raiding out to someone, you don't want your alerts and stuff going off on stream. But it's really up to you. It's easily configurable. You can just change your value and hit save. Alright, now this is the game side done. It's time for the other half, the Streamer.bot half. What you're going to want to do is go to Streamer.bot. Yes, that's the URL. I love it. This isn't going to be an in-depth tutorial on Streamer.bot, but I will give the brief overview and suggest you look up various YouTube videos. There's a lot of good ones. You'll want to go ahead and click on Streamer.bot, and you'll get a zip folder. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. It looks like this. You'll want to go ahead and extract everything, and you'll see in here there's a little file called Streamer.bot. And by that I mean I'm going to this one I prepared earlier. Go ahead and launch it, and wait. Everyone's favorite waiting. There we go. Alright, you're going to get this very, very good looking user interface. but it is functional. That's the important part. If you head to, I believe it is stream. No, I'm sorry. It is settings. Sorry, hang on, I forgot where it was. Platforms. There it is. That's the word I was looking for. Platforms, and then select your stream platform and account. You want to go ahead and hit login on your broadcaster account. Stare at all of these words. It's very powerful tool. You hit authorize, and it'll just say you're good now. If you head back, it'll show you're logged in. Now, for the other bit. To save you the trouble of trying to figure out how to use all of this, I have set up some pre-made features for you to use. So you head back to Thunderstore, and you head to the package called SlipStreamer.bot. You'll see a link down here. Import SlipStreamer.bot.txt. You click on it. It's this page of nonsense. Thankfully, you don't have to read it. You select everything, you copy it. You go back to Streamer.bot, and in the top corner, there's an import button. You go up here, and you hit paste. And you hit import. It'll give you a little pop-up, and it just imports it for you. Now, the one thing you may want to do is go into the commands. This is an optional feature I added to demonstrate. If you have a choice on screen, like for example, do you want to save the bears or fight the crocs? You could have a poll command for it. You can just right-click and hit enabled to turn that on. So, with that, everything should be good to just work. I specifically have set it up so if you're importing this, it will automatically connect to the game and everything will just work. If you are making your own, you will need the ID and name of this event here, or whatever your equivalent is. You can just copy the action ID. There's lots of details in here. If you click on an action, actions are basically a thing that does a thing. For example, this receive event is triggered by the game, and it receives a bunch of arguments, but one of those is event type, which says what kind of event it is, whether that's the game launching, a fight starting, what have you. For example, this poll is a good example of the if, this, then that. If something happens in the trigger, then this will run in order from top to bottom. You can make your own. It's a lot of fun. I will redirect you to tutorials, but the only other thing I'd like to mention here is you can change all of the Twitch messages really easily. For example, down here in crewmate created, which is what happens when someone joins the ship, you can have a welcome message here. You can just change what it says. Let's see, another fun one is the start fight one. That's one also is commonly changed. You can just click on there and change the message. You'll notice that there's these sections in parentheses, or sorry, not parentheses, percent signs. Those are arguments and variables. Here, let me give you a demo of what they are. I've listed most of them here, the ones you'll actually care about. But allow me to launch the game again, now that we're actually modded. I'm gonna start modded. By the way, R2 Modman, the way it works is only when you click that start modded button is it modded. So if you launch via Steam normally or hit start vanilla, it will not have any mods configured. It's just a nice little way of not having to manually move files around. Alright, so one of those events is actually called start game or something along those lines. So if you head to action queues, then action history, you'll notice that there's nothing there because I messed this up. Welcome to the awkward part where I try and fix this. Oh, of course, I forgot the most important part. In settings, which is why I should have been there, or sorry, servers and clients, you need to turn on the HTTP server. Auto start server. That was my bad. I forgot that part. That's an important part. It's fine now. I don't need to reboot the game or anything, but that is what is communicating. It is using the little HTTP server. Here, let's do this. This is a quick way. Sign in with Twitch. Blah, blah, blah. Da. Game. Good. Alright, back to that action queue so I can show you what's going on. And I believe chat should be popped up as well, so we should be good to go. You'll on in here. We'll just join a random ship with a little hamster. And you'll notice, as soon as I join, a chat message. All that sort of fun stuff. That is all good to go and working. And we're gonna quickly help here somehow. I don't think there's really much we can do. We're in a bit ship. So sorry, Miss Smith. But as you can see, by default I have a couple chat messages configured for things like, hey, welcome to Slipstream, and a fight begins. Note that I'm crew on this. Some of these effects into actions and stuff will work while crew, but other times some of them won't. For example, mostly the map stuff just will not fire at all unless you're captain. But a surprising amount does work. But yeah, that's everything you need to know to get started on all of this. If you have any questions, reach out on Discord or GitHub issues. That's the best way to get in touch, and I can help. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. So, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your wonderful overlays and all sorts of fun stuff, because this is something you can build on. And I'll see you in the Slipstream. Okay, like I know I said goodbye to anything, but I forgot one quick thing. Here it is actually how to see the variables and stuff you're getting. Action queues in action history, you'll see a bunch of the receive events being triggered. If you right click on those, you can see inspect variables when queued, and you'll see all of the stuff happening. For example, if I go to this one with 12 variables, I queue it, it shows my crewmate being created. It's information about like the name of the person being created, an internal ID you can use to keep track of them, how much XP they've earned, what character are they playing, that sort of stuff. Real quick, I totally forgot to add that. Oops, my bad. Anyway, bye.